We are now witnessing one of the most critical moments in human history. Arguably, the most popular and challenging game that we invented is coming to an end. Chess is on the verge of becoming extinct. And why? Because the greatest of all time, the GOAT of chess, Magnus Carlsen. This is not the story of Magnus' success. This is the untold story of his influence on the game. But how? That's not right. Chess is now more popular than ever. Millions are getting into the game of chess on a daily basis. The great booming of chess in 2020 isn't slowing down. So how is chess dying? We will answer that. But first, let's mention the main guy. Magnus Carlsen, the Mozart of chess. He doesn't need any introductions. He won every single title possible, reaching the highest rating ever, and dominated every aspect of the game. His novelties and openings like the Magnus Sicilian or the way he plays the Catalan are unseen before. The way he performs in endgames is just inhuman. But the thing that he proved over the years is that you can always squeeze out a win, even in the ugliest position. People now refuse a draw that they would have accepted 50 years ago, because Magnus proved that with Brazilians, you can always create new ideas. But is Magnus the creative guy? Or are his opponents just poor? Well, the truth is a mix between both. See, Magnus is for sure a generational talent. I mean, come on. He embarrassed Garry Kasparov when he was only 13. You can't deny his abilities. But the argument is that his opponents are not creative enough, which is one of the main problems in chess right now. But how can you describe players like Fabio Caruana or Hikaru Nakamura as not creative? Ever since computers surpassed humans in chess in the 1990s, we started a completely new era of analyzing and calculating moves. There are more than 288 billion possible variations after only 4 moves. And chess engines like Stockfish or Deep Blue are doing a great job analyzing each one of them. So if you can't beat him, join him. We decided to not only rely on AI in our chess, we are memorizing more than 20 moves ahead so we can blitz them without thinking, which is a bit concerning. Preparation and analysis 60 years ago used to take weeks, but today you're just one click away from the perfect move. And that's why players are becoming more and more not creative, because you don't really start playing on your own until the 20th move or so. That's why the argument says that if old players like Bobby Fischer or if Mikhail Tal had these engines, they would have easily destroyed Carlsen. Yes, killing creativity is one of the biggest problems that chess can't solve. But the bigger problem, also because of computers, is cheating. There isn't any other sport on the planet that's struggling with cheating as much as chess. No, not even mixed martial arts. It is so easy to cheat online, in small tournaments, local competitions, or even big events. You just need your phone, an earpiece, or any small device that can easily be hidden under the clothes. And if you don't want to carry micro devices around, you can get signals from the crowd, and no one can notice. Because detecting this stuff isn't easy. Hundreds of cheaters are getting caught daily, and FIDE, the Chess Federation, can't do much about it. But how is Magnus involved in these huge problems? See, Magnus is a celebrity. He has a huge following and millions watch him every day to become inspired. So when he gets involved in drama, the entire chess world leans forward. And it wasn't a normal drama. In September 2022, chess witnessed its greatest drama in history. Yes, there hasn't been a bigger one. Magnus is playing against the young American prodigy, Hans Niemann. And shockingly, Magnus lost to Hans, which isn't normal at all for the Norwegian champion. But the surprise happened when Magnus tweeted a day after, "I withdrew from the event. If I speak, I am in big trouble."
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
And essentially, Magnus accused Hans of cheating. Folks, believe me, Magnus wouldn't make such a strong claim if he didn't think that Hans actually did it.
Hans, yesterday was a terrible day for you, and today you start out with a masterpiece. How would you summarize it?
Chess speaks for itself.
Is it something special doing this against Magnus, Hans?
The scandal was like a Black Mirror episode. Magnus decided to put his entire reputation on the line to stop Niemann from playing. The case was so complicated and there was a lot to unpack here, but that's not our point. When Magnus tried to expose Niemann, it was a real call for the entire chess community and federation to take higher security measures. because chess is simply collapsing. You can't play in a real competitive sport if you can't detect cheaters in it, because in chess, there is no way to prove that someone is cheating unless you physically catch them cheating. Magnus's influence on the game was huge. He showed us a number of great games and ideas, but he opened the world's eyes to this problem, because cheating has gone out of our hands. What if the worst happened? Magnus kept pushing to end cheating, but he failed. What will happen? Millions of people will lose their jobs. Hundreds of businesses will collapse. Players, mentors, and teachers will all be unemployed. Millions of dollars will be lost, and most importantly, we will lose one of the most interesting sports in terms of entertainment. But there is a bright side. Chess might collapse as a professional sport, but it won't as a board game. You can't know if your opponent is cheating in a tournament, but you know that if you sat down to play with your father, he won't cheat. People have been playing this game for more than 1,000 years and no one ever introduced new rules. So it doesn't make sense to change it now, because no matter what you try to do, cheaters will cheat. Love Carlsen or hate him, he's not just the best to ever play the game, he is the one who influenced it the most. Unique techniques and great ideas were introduced because of his style. But despite that, the lack of creativity that we see in other players is because of his brilliancy. And the unsolvable case of cheating in chess both online and over the board that was heavily introduced by him might be the beginning of the end for this lovely game.